Welcome to today's video. I am the Hooded Lid and I have a new product for you today. Recently, Viseart released 4 new little palettes called Petit Fours, and they are quads, and I got 2 of them. Today I'm just going to do one because the other one is going to require some work. I'm going to do some swatching for that one. But the 2 I got are Praline and Lila's, and we're going to do the Praline today. The Praline, when I first saw it, I thought, not that special, I don't know. But then they released the image of the chocolate, and I thought the chocolate had a lot of orange in it. They also have one called Framboise, but that is pink, and I have so many pinks. I just thought, you know, it's a little repetitive. As it is, I thought the Lila might be a little repetitive as well. So I decided to do the Lila because I don't have as much of the cool, although I'm building up. This one I don't really have a lot going on, and I have to say, browns can be very hard for me. If they're too warm, I really don't like them. I'm in search of like the perfect kind of camel, or maybe a coolish brown, but not cool so much that it's green. And this is not that, but it's a lot cooler than the chocolate one. It comes like this. Isn't that cute? Voila! It's super adorable. I mean, you could stick this in your pocket. As usual, you open like this, little plastic thing, no mirror, and I'm sure you could use it, you know, set it as an easel like this if you wanted to. You could open it and dip into it, and it's not going to fly closed and get in your way. There are 4 colors. As always, you can pop these out. It appears to be the same size as all the other Visearts that I have, which are the little ones that I can't remember the name of, and then the edits. Now, unfortunately for me, this suffers from the same problem that so many do, like Charlotte Tilbury, for instance, where there's one matte and a bunch of shimmers, and that's a little hard for me because of my hoodedness. Nonetheless, I'm going to do some swatches for you. This is the brown we're dealing with, and it is, I would say, a cool brown without being green. The one right next to it, it's a beautiful kind of bronzy color. Up here, kind of a champagne color, and the lightest one, and there's well, it's another champagne, more champagne-y gold. So these are the colors we are dealing with. Let me try to find the center of the camera. Hello. It's a very nice neutral palette. It's unfortunate to me that there's only one matte in it. I mean, I don't need 3 different shimmers. Now, I tried this yesterday. I've shot this before. And I used one of these. I suggest, if you are fair around me or lighter, this chocolate brown color, this praline color, is a little bit dark. I mean, check that out. So I'm going to use something that's pretty fluffy, and I think I'm going to do this one. What's nice about this brush is it's kind of pointed at the top, so I have a little bit more control. As usual, these are a little bit dusty in the pan. I have primed my lids with the Mario and powdered that. And I'm going really lightly, just feeling the eyeball, back and forth, quick movements, because I'm just going to lay it down and kind of trace it out. I'm detecting a slight sheen. I don't know if it's because of the primer, but when I say sheen, it's hard to explain. It's not a satin. Is it? It's not a satin. It's really interesting. It's almost like it's a cream in that there's a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's quite powdery, so it doesn't behave like a cream or a cream to powder. And I'm just going to give myself some shape. Turn that brush around. I am doing such a light hand on this. If you are darker than me and you want a color like this particular application, you can just skip altogether. And same thing on the other eye. So that tip is really coming in handy for me right here. And just laying the tip on the skin. Now, this is the powder that I have going on. I'm going to take, this is also a fluffy brush, and go in with the shade right here. And put it in the center of the lid. Wow, you guys, we are having a heat situation here. It's not hot, 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 but because we were cool for a week or so, like my body's used to being cool, and I'm like, ooh, I think I'm about to start sweating. Okay, going to take this lightest shade and do a little inner corner highlight. You know what? I'm going to do something I never do. I am going to do some brow bone. Just going to get a bigger, fluffier brush to move that around, because I don't want something too loud. I don't really love brow bone highlight, and it certainly doesn't scream day to me. Inner corner, kind of. Again, I don't know. Inner corner to me. The whole point of inner corner was started by professional makeup artist Red Carpet to brighten up and make the eyes look bigger and more awake from a distance when you're on the red carpet. It's not, I think people use them as like accoutrement, like jewelry now, but that's not really their intent, and I just think that trend is old. But it's always true that lightness in a dark area will open that up. So I'm just doing something very subtle there. I gotta put my hair up, that'll make me cooler. And then I guess if you wanted to, I mean, for me, for my eye type, I don't need 3 shimmers. I've said it before, I'll say it a million times again, so I don't really know what am I gonna do with this color. What is the point of this? I don't know. But we're gonna put it on the face. So overall, these perform very nicely. I'm really not digging the highlight. I'm just going to clean this up and kind of blend everything away. I think these colors are so similar to each other that you can easily just blend them into each other and have a menage, is that the word? Menage of color on your lid. Like, I don't know, there's not enough tension. But that is very particular to my eye and my aesthetic. There, just kind of blend it all together. I was thinking maybe I could do a little bit this on the lower lash line, but in the most careful way, because it is a little bit dark. I don't feel like I need it, actually. I kind of like what I have going on here. It's a neutral. Not dissimilar to, I think Natasha Denona had a couple of 5 pans or minis with these kinds of tones, but they just weren't somehow right for my skin color. I think there was a little too much yellow in them. Sometimes finding the perfect neutral is hard. You know what? I'm going to line with a pencil, and then I'll go over it with the powder. Yeah. This is Victoria Beckham's Cocoa, I hope. Did I grab the right color? Well, we'll see. Oh, this could be burgundy. It is. This is the Bordeaux. That's okay. Add a little interest. Because we are going to go over it with the powder. And this will smudge and give something to the powder to hopefully adhere to, so it doesn't transfer so much to my hood. There, did I go too far? All right, I did a little bit of mascara and I did Lisa Eldrige lip. I mixed the Velvet Blush with, the Beauty first and then the blush. And this is my overall look. I think the look is, it's very pretty. It's very basic without being basic in a bad way. It's very almost daily. For me, there's a lot of shine here to be daily. This is like, hi, what's going on here? That's tough for me. These perform very, very nicely. There's no problem with that. I just feel that, for me personally, maybe this shade should have been a matte. So I can have one more matte to work with. And because this is just so close to this, as you can see. You know, one's a little darker than the other, but once they're on the eye, I don't know. Not for me, not like, ooh, a go-to for a daily, because I do feel like I wanted another matte in here. It would be better for me personally. And it's odd because this one does have two mattes. So that's what it is. I do like Viseart powders. If you've never tried, this is, $22, so it's a relatively risk-free way of giving it a go. And Beautylish, of course, takes returns if they don't work for you. And this is what's going on. The color, the swatches, the look on my skin tone, and there you have it. That is the Viseart Petit Fours in Praline. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.